Hello. I just thought I'd show people what I did to my little workshop. I work primarily on just about everything around the yard, in the house, just kind of a jack of all. Uh, Built a workbench there. Most people can't have that long a workbench, but that's about 16 feet. Cabinets up above, a couple speakers up there. Got an old desk here that I've had for a long time, and made a perfect place to mount my tabletop drill press, and a couple of file cabinets. File cabinets make it really nice for putting tools, and don't have to build no drawers. And eventually I'll get to show you how I made the drawers over there. Of course, these, they're always full extension, and that makes it nice, makes it easy to get to the back side. These are the smaller ones for card file, and of course I have a few screwdrivers. And I got a few files. And then I get into my measuring stuff, and there's some chisels and more measuring stuff. But I like those a lot. You can pick them up for about $100 or less, and they're well worth it to me. Now, some people would maybe want them, and also I put them on a little plywood platform down there and put some casters on them, and that makes it possible for me to slide them out, move them out whenever I'm washing and cleaning the floor. And everything in here I've got has got casters on. The desk didn't have casters when I got it. I put casters on it. It's pretty heavy, but it's possible to move it. Same way with my workbench. I got casters all down through there, and even with casters on there, those are hard plastic, but it takes 2 men and a boy to move it. It is heavy, and that's all 2-inch 2x8 boards for the top. The fronts of the drawers are all different wood. If I had to do over, I would have got one long piece and made all the drawer fronts out of one piece. That would look better. The overhang on here, I left it that way just for convenience of mounting my vise, and so I kind of like it. And I left an overhang on this right up here, about like that. And that's so that if I want to put a clamp on here, I can clamp something to it. Otherwise, if it's just flush, it's you got no chance to fasten anything to it. I've never had to use it, or never wanted or needed to use it, but maybe someday it'll come along there. And of course, this little file cabinet here, it's short, but it makes it handy to keep things in. Now the drawer itself, I just finished this one up, and I like it a lot. As you can see here, I've got the face of the door here on the box. That's a 3/8 plywood bottom, and it's pretty near a full extension. It don't quite come out as far as I would like for it to, but the thing rolls in and out so nice and easy, it's just pathetic. And I'll get down here and show you how I made the bottom. I know that there's other ways to do this stuff, and you may not be able to see this real good, but the box, I just put the 3/8 plywood on here, and then I've got screws along the bottom here to fasten and hold it in. I don't think it'll ever be a problem. It's a simple, easy fix. I didn't have to set up a dovetail machine or lap joints or whatever, and it works for me. The same way with my box here. Rather than using nails, as you can see here in the corner, I put screws here and there. Mounted my drawer guides. Now these drawer guides, I didn't buy these. There was a desk they was throwing away, giving away, and I took the desk apart, took the top and made a table for my basement, and then I also took the drawer guides and made all these drawers. Worked out real good. And let's see, one of the things not too visible here, but you can see the plywood here. Well, that goes up and ties into the two boards that's going across the other side. And you can set them up at any width that you want to. It doesn't have to be 2 foot, it doesn't have to be 16, it can be 30, 30, 31, whatever you want to set it up. It's hard on a man to get up and down. Now this top is all 2x8s, and it was coil lumber at the local lumber yard. It was twisted, it was bowed, it was all kinds of whatever. But it wasn't in too bad a shape, and so I took bar clamps and clamped it together and fastened it down. As you'll notice here on the top, you don't see any fasteners on this at all. And all the fasteners are from the bottom. That's lag screws screwed to the bottom to hold it down. And I put some liquid nail in the joints here, which probably wasn't the best thing to put, but it seems to be working. And just to keep little things like finished nails or whatever from getting down in there. If I had to do over, I probably would have ran these across a planer, and then it would have been a straight, smooth joint without it being a rounded edge like these are. But I don't have a joiner. These little plastic things, boy, I'll tell you, they were thrown away too. I picked them out of the garbage. I'll dig in the garbage once in a while, but they work so good for little things like my pencils and glasses and just keeping them on the work shelf. This little light here, it was a throwaway, and I mounted it, of course, because I didn't have the rest of the mounting bracket, on just a rod over there. Works out real good. You can move it up and down, crossways or whatever. And one of the things I wanted to mention, all my plug-ins that I put in my garage when I built my house, I put them at 4 foot to here. And well, actually, yeah, that's where, yeah, it's 4 foot to there. So that way, if I put a sheet of 4 foot plywood against the wall, I can still get to my plug. And there's no need in putting it down and say 3 feet off the floor or whatever, because put it up there where you're going to use it. That's what I did. Now the cabinet. This is the first attempt at making a cabinet. It's very crude at best, but it works for me. My son came up with an idea. Can't blame this all on him, but it works. And at the bottom, if you can see what I'm looking at here, see the 2 screws right there? That is the going into the stays, I think they call them, on a cabinet. But it works. And of course, a couple finished nails there. And it's also got 2 screws in up there, which makes it good and solid. You can make these any length you want. The only thing about making them longer, I should have got my rules so I could point, but the more apt they are to sag, like that one down there, and that one's long. I don't have nothing heavy in it, but in the years to come, it'll probably sag a little bit, just because it's a big box rather than a little box. And there's something that most everybody would like to have but don't have. Not that they couldn't, but I took one of the lights out and mounted that in there. I'll tell you, man, that feels good. It's on right now. It's a little bit clammy in here, but it does feel good. I keep a couple chairs for company to come sit by and talk put them to work if I can. I guess that's about it.